Our level 7 Kylie is going to show us our favorite 3 exercises we use to help strengthen the wrists so that they can withstand all the practice that we do. Exercise number 1 are wrist push-ups on the side of the beam. So you can see Kylie is a little bit angled with her body. She's got her knuckles on the corner of the beam right here, and she's pushing up until her wrists create this nice straight line here. What you don't want to do is overextend the wrist and go too high, so we're just looking to make sure the wrist joint becomes fully open and it's nice and solid and stiff in a straight line here. And if Kylie takes a step in towards the beam, her body's going to be a little bit more vertical, which is going to make this easier. So if you're just starting out, you can try where you're not leaning so much against the beam. Your body is more straight up and down. It's going to be a little bit easier, and slowly walk your feet back in that kind of inverted plank as you feel like you can handle the load of your body weight. So wrist push-ups. Hands are shoulder width apart. We're only pushing to the point where the wrists become straight. And that's exercise number 1. Perfect. Exercise number 2, we're going to grab a light weight and do some wrist extensions. So here, Kylie's going to rest her forearm on top of the beam. Good. So elbow's going to be off the end, and then only the wrist is going to be hanging off the beam. She's going to try to relax that arm as she just allows the hand, the wrist to relax. The weight comes down, and then she pulls the weight back up until her wrist joint is nice and straight. That's variation number 1. Then number 2, she's going to hold that wrist joint nice and straight and just tilt her wrist in and out. Perfect. Variation number 3, she's going to go sideways with her thumb towards the ceiling, holding the weight in that fist, and just very slowly going up and down. The sun is blinding her. Okay, last but not least, variation number 4 with this weight. She's going to hold that wrist straight now and just pull that weight in and out, flexing the joint. So she's going to go out. Going to pull it in, making sure to keep that wrist joint nice and straight, not letting the weight fall as she does this. Perfect. There. So all 4 of those variations make up exercise number 2. Number 3 are these wrist roll-ups. So to set this whole contraption up, I have secured a TheraBand to our PVC pipe. It's hanging down, and we've got a little 3-pound weight at the end. Obviously, the heavier the weight that you use, the harder this is going to be. So now Kylie's going to extend her arm straight in front of her, locking out the elbows, and she's just going to very slowly use her hands and her wrists to roll that weight all the way up. It's going to burn the forearms, the fingers, the wrists, and strengthen all those little tendons and ligaments in the whole area and system so that they get strong. Good. And as you do this, you want to make sure that your body stays nice and tight. So squeezing the booty, keeping the legs locked out, just so you reinforce that good position. Good. She's almost there. And once she's at the top, she's going to work the negative. So she's going to slowly lower the weight back down. You don't want to just let the weight fall, because as you are lowering the weight back down, you're going to get just as much strength training here as when you're pulling it all the way to the top. So make sure you're going slow up and down. Perfect demo. Everybody say good job to Kylie. Those are our 3 favorite wrist strengtheners.